Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for March the 2nd. I'm going to be pulling one card for each sign, so if you know your sun sign, you can get a little bit of information. If you know your sun, moon, and rising, you can get a little bit more. And if you know your house placements, then you can actually pull quite a bit of juice from a quick little reading like this. So let's just jump in, shall we? Thank you all very much for being here. I do appreciate your kind support of my channel and of my work. Aries, what we have coming up for you is the King of Wands. This really is your card. This talks about you being in your mojo, really taking action on things that make you feel happy and inspired. This does not feel like new action to me. This just feels like you've already sort of set that foundation and you're continuing forward with it. We like it. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Queen of Wands showing up in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel like a lot of us that have Taurus placements may be inspiring other people around us today. We may be passing along our enthusiasm as we go through the day. All right, so next up, let's look at Gemini. Gemini, as you have the King of Swords showing up here, this just tells me that you have some plans in place. You've already made some type of strategy, and now you're just doing what it takes to reach that goal that you have already enacted action on. Next up, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Ooh, we've got the Devil card showing up for the Cancers. This just means that you will be facing today some type of temptation or addiction or fear. And so having the heads up on that, you want to sort of have your backup plan. If this is a fear, you want to kind of think it through and figure out, is this a rational fear? And if it is, what would I do in the worst case scenario? Usually by the time we figure out that there's a plan, then the worst case scenario doesn't seem as terrifying anymore. If this is an addiction or a temptation, then, just have a backup plan about what you're going to do if something like that comes up so that you don't have to, shouldn't say you don't have to, but just make your choices a little bit easier towards something healthy. All right, so that's for Cancer. Next up, let's look at Leo. Leo, you're showing up with the Queen of Cups in reverse. This just means that there's somebody, I think Leos, there's somebody that you have been trying to express positive emotion to, and it just has not been received very well. And I think you're at the point now where you're just saying, you know what, that's enough. Kind of done with that. Okay. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Ten of Swords showing up for Virgos. This just means that you are bringing to an end some type of conflict or source of tension that has been ongoing. We like that. Libra, Three of Pentacles. This talks about cooperation, collaboration, so you will be collaborating with somebody else today, Libras. Next up, let's look at Scorpios. Two of Cups showing up in reverse for Scorpios. This just means that there's somebody or something that we thought we really enjoyed or we used to really enjoy, and today we could kind of take it or leave it. We're not that excited about whatever that is, whether it's a person or an activity or a project or whatever. Sagittarius, Four of Wands. I do feel like you guys are having some type of celebration today. Something is bringing happiness and it is being celebrated not only by you but also by either tribe members or family members around you. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. Justice card showing up in reverse. What's going on here? I feel like you're trying to make a decision that would be a fair decision, but the thing is there's some kind of fear that is playing a role as you're making this decision. And so even though you're trying to make this decision fairly, I think the temptation is going to be to let fear guide and influence that thought process so that this decision does not actually end up being as fair as it could be. Next up, let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. This is telling me that you guys are feeling pretty good. You're feeling like you have everything that you need to do the things that you want to, and you may even have enough to share with those people who are around you as well. Next up, let's look at Pisces. Pisces, you guys have the Judgment card showing up in reverse. This just means that you have the opportunity to participate in something from the past, and you're deciding that you have other priorities right now, and that's not what you want to do. So you will not be moving forward with that opportunity because you've got other things to do. Okay? So that's what we've got for everybody today. Thank you all very much for being here and for your kind support. I'm looking forward to working with some of you personally a little bit later on, and I will see the rest of you back on the next video. Peace out.